See you every day hating me for it. He's my son, too.
You know what they do to the families of criminals.
You! Come here!
This! What are you doing? I haven't done anything!
You'll be my 38th one. You got nothing to worry about.
Hop in. Going to find my son. We were separated during the arrival. How old? He turned 12 last week.
You have entered the exclusion zone. Remain inside your vehicle.
My box kills X-ray and thermal. They'll never know we were here.
Breathe! Don't move! Everyone can see them! Stay where you are!
Why am I here?
To turn crisis into opportunity. Our hosts are tired of the insurgency.
You want me to collaborate?
Infiltrate the insurgency and bring us their leader. The most important day in human history is coming. I just want you and your family to be on the right side of it.
He wants me to hunt down the resistance.
Collaborate and you die.
I'm not sending our kids to a labor camp.
You're putting a target on your back, and on mine, and on those children.
What would you do? We gotta try and make this work.
I'm with you. What do you think you're doing? We don't have a choice.
You want my help? We want our son back.
Good things come to the loyal.
You ever seen one? No one ever sees them.
Rami Malek. And Christian Slater. Hey!
Hello.
Thank you guys for watching.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Gentlemen, welcome.
All right. Thanks for
Welcome.
having us.
Thank you very much for coming. This is such a big deal. Mr. Robot, how are they treating you over at USA? You enjoying it?
Yeah, we are. I mean, they're
So far, so good.
Yeah.
No, they're great. Really.
I heard you already have a pickup for season 2.
Yes.
we did. Yeah, you can start forming your allegiance because it's coming back. You don't have to. It's not one of those that you're gonna give up on after a season.
That's right. That's right. Yeah. Second season.
Right?
I don't know much about the industry, but I do know that doesn't happen very often when you've only...
Yeah.
I speak from personal experience. When you've only aired 3 episodes, how many aired by the time you were already
They picked us up before the first one even aired. That's how much faith they had in the show.
Thank you, USA.
Something else that didn't escape my notice. What was it like the first time you saw that promo with the laurels, those awards?
That's really cool. One thing that I always, when I saw that, I was like, you'd be lucky to get that out of a film. And we're just
Right.
a TV show that, you know, won South by Southwest, went to Tribeca. Pretty cool, I gotta say.
Yeah, I mean, going to Austin and going to that South by Southwest festival was extraordinary and fun. And then it was great because the audience afterwards, there were a lot of like technical people in the audience, and they were very happy with how strict and true it was to that world. So
To the hacker world,
Yes.
to the accuracy.
Yeah, very
Yeah.
authentic, very accurate. Right? Does it feel that way?
It's so dark. It's so beautifully shot. The light. Does it take forever to light it? Or is it like, oh, let's just do 2?
The guy we had, this guy Tim Ives did the pilot, and he's incredible. He does Girls. He does what's the Kevin Spacey show? House of Cards.
yeah.
Wow.
And then we got the guy that's done the season. His name's Todd Campbell, and he's phenomenal as well. They don't take. I mean, they take the amount of time it takes to do something that's artsy and fun, but they're great craftsmen.
Beautiful. Let's open up the floor to some questions, because I know you have some right there with the nerd shirt. I love your shirt, by the way.
Thanks.
Hi, guys.
Hey.
Thanks so much for being here. Christian, this is actually for you.
Okay.
If JD had not been such a sociopath in Heathers,
Yeah.
is this the character that he would have grown up to be?
Good question.
I like the tie-in. That was nice.
I think, yeah, it's safe to say, yeah, that had JD not blown up at the end, this is, and maybe that was all smoke and mirrors, and but yeah, probably a good guess, absolutely, an anarchist then and an anarchist now.
Next question. Gentlemen, I'm going to dealer's choice. Why don't you guys pick your questions?
Oh,
How's that?
okay, okay. You want to go with right here?
Go here.
Yeah, right here.
Hi, gentlemen. Christian Slater, you are.
Yes, hi.
I love you.
Thanks for having us here,
Okay.
by the way. Thank you.
Anyway, I was gonna ask a question, but I have been watching this show and I'm all caught up.
Oh, great.
So, your character, now that you're playing Elliot in real life, is your level of paranoia going up now that you see what's going on the show?
Yes, I mean, definitely. I mean, there were glitches with United Airlines the other day. What happened?
New York Stock
New
Exchange.
York Stock Exchange.
Wall Street Journal. I mean, it's just been one of these things that's been building and growing, and it's very scary. There's
Very
no doubt about
scary.
it.
And what's cool about the show, someone asked us yesterday, it's like, are you going to rip from the headlines? And it seems like things that have already come up in our episodes are going to start happening. That's what's cool about the show. Is that I'm a bit
Cool
nervous.
and horrifying.
Yeah. What are we predicting?
Oh man.
But yes, I'm very paranoid. We all should be. It's a creepy world out there.
Yeah, I mean, change your passcodes. Stay on top of it. Update your passwords. Don't use your dog pet names. For your pass. Yeah, I see your face right there, going, "Oh my God, that's what I do." You don't want to do that. You have to really, really be careful.
What if I use like a pet name of somebody I know, but I capitalize a random letter in the middle?
See, now we know how your mind works.
Thank you. This was wrong. You guys continue. I'm going to change some passwords.
You go.
Go for it.
Hi.
Hey.
My question for Rami. I love the scenes between you and Gloria Rubin.
I do too.
Yeah. What I love about those scenes is that there's always this social insight, especially from Elliot. Since we didn't get one in season 3, and how would you, as Elliot, reconcile that idea between wanting to insert yourself in society but not knowing how, with society maybe not knowing how to accept someone who's different or just doesn't fit the norm?
Oh man, that's a great question. That's great. Yeah. I would say that's a struggle that Elliot, is faced with throughout the season, and with the help of Krista and the few friends he has and the relationships that he makes throughout the season, he tries to figure out if it's even possible. And I think for a lot of people, they think, it's better to just exist in my own world because the world is never really going to accept me the way I am. And that's a big dilemma for him. And I think he's going to be figuring that out as long as for this episode, for the season. I know that much already. So hopefully that it'll help us all, accept other people in some way and their faults. And I don't know. I don't have no answers yet because he's still figuring it out.
That was a good answer for no answer.
All right.
That was a great answer for no answer. Another question?
Great question.
Great question. Okay, right there? Yeah, sure. Lovely flower dress. Very nice.
Very nice.
Yep.
Hello.
Hello.
I just got back from Normandy for the Band of Brothers reunion, and I was wondering if you still keep in contact with your Pacific castmates.
Yeah, we do. We're really close. I see a lot of them. We don't do the reunions as often as they do because I think we just see each other quite a bit. But those guys made such great friends, and we all are in contact. It really is a special group. Walking away from that, you don't always, when you're done with the show, you don't always keep in touch with people the way you wish you had. But those guys, it was different with them.
Nice. And I work in cybersecurity, and everybody in our company like loves your show.
Oh, that's
They're like tweeting the shit out of it.
Great. Thank you. Thank you.
Another
Good
one.
business to be in. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, sure.
I too do security for a company that's something less than Evil Corp. The tech that you guys do is spot on. What's the advisory process look like? You guys have someone who knows what they're doing advising you?
A list of felons?
Yeah.
Safe to say.
Some of them are criminals, yes.
I mean, some of them are so anonymous that, like, we're getting information through texts and things like that. I mean, where the actual identity of the person is unknown.
What was that?
We'll take any information we can get if it's from Black Hats, sure. We have some great tech advisors on the show, and they just Sam, our executive producer, Sam Esmail, he just wants it as authentic as possible, so he's hired the right guys, and I think from the perspective of even hackers, there are some hackers that have talked to us about getting on season 2. I'm not kidding.
Are they good actors?
Are they
good actors?
Are they good at? I think they just want to advise.
Or it's like technicals.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Good. I see.
Yeah.
I'm like, give me a part.
Yeah.
Next question.
Go for it.
Is there any chance that this is just a master plot by your character from breaking in to get Allsafe fired? And
Sure, yeah. That was definitely a fun character. I mean, this Mr. Robot does have an agenda. It's just, I can't wait for you guys to see the whole thing, really. I mean, that's really, we just finished doing the last episode on, I finished on Wednesday, and it's just the whole journey that Elliot goes on is unbelievable. I was really very excited. I just can't wait for everybody to see the whole thing.
Yes, really,
Right?
really special.
It is, yeah.
For all the characters, I mean, you really will find you'll invest in everybody. Everybody's story kind of comes to fruition by the time you hit episode 10. You know a lot about all of us, and it's
Yeah.
I'm already
I mean,
looking
Carly
forward to
is
the next-
great.
yeah.
Portia's great.
Girls are terrific.
Yeah.
Gloria is fantastic.
Yeah. It's a good group.
Good group.
Nice group.
You have fun every day?
Pretty much, yeah.
I like it over there. I
Yeah,
could get used to this.
I want to go back. Yeah.
We just wrapped the season last night, everything, so.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah, 10 episodes. Thank you, guys. Go ahead, sorry. I'll come back to you, or,
Yeah.
We want the internet to hear you.
oh, sorry.
There you go.
I was just asking if you guys think your characters would come to Comic-Con or something like this.
Well, I mean, don't be surprised if you see a couple of F Society masks walking around. It could,
Right.
it could happen.
It's a good Halloween costume, isn't it? The F Society mask?
Yeah.
That'll be here next year for sure.
Yeah, full-on tuxedo and tails and top hat.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, my turn, right? Right there. Yeah. Next to, yeah.
Hi, Christian.
Yes.
You've played a lot of roles, the sweet guy, the psycho guy.
Yeah.
How is that? How is
The sweet psycho guy.
How is it that they're all so sexy?
Oh.
We
want to know.
Yeah, right. It was a crowded
Let's
room.
give him the room.
No. Oh my God. Thank you. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I don't want to look too closely at why, but I'll just, let's just leave it at that. I mean, my mind is going.
It's hard for Christian just not to be sexy, honestly.
Oh,
right?
my God. Yes, I'll be polite, and that's it.
Great.
Yeah.
Go for it. What is this costume, by the way?
Yeah.
I am Deadly Nightshade from Captain America 164.
Cool.
I went through the Marvel anthology and tried to find the most random person I could find. So.
Awesome.
Thanks.
Yeah.
So Christian, this question's for you. You know, you've had such an amazing career doing film, TV, and stage, and I was just wondering which medium's your favorite and why?
That's a great question.
It is a great question.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess it does all come down to the group of people. I mean, I do think I enjoy every aspect of this business. Like, yeah, getting to work with somebody like Sam Esmail, it makes it thrilling and exciting when somebody's that prepared and that thorough and has it all thought out. Like, I'm working with Rami, that experience is fantastic. I did get to do One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest in London, and that was like through the roof exciting. It was like a rock concert every night. I love doing that.
That's got to be a dream.
That was good. Yeah, I got a real kick out of that. And then I'm going to go do Spam-A-Lot at the Hollywood Bowl. Yeah.
Christian can sing.
Well, we'll see. I got the mic right now, so.
You want to test it out? Do some Spam-A-Lot.
The Spam-A-Lot show I got to save, right?
Yeah. We'll tease it.
Yeah, all right. It's like a Sinatra. That's like my standby. I can sing a couple of bars of Sinatra.
Definitely.
Oh my, I'm so pathetic. This is
awesome.
All right, here we go.
All right.
That's life.
Good.
That's what all the people say. You're riding high in April, shot down in May. But I know I'm gonna change that tune when I'm back on top in June.
Woo! That's nice. I could get used to that.
We'll find a karaoke place later.
Yeah.
That'd be good. Let's go. Your turn.
All right, this gentleman back here. Yeah, you. Why not?
Yes.
Hey, guys. Christian, that was a killer Frank Sinatra impression, by the way.
Come on, thanks.
That was amazing. I actually wanted to talk to you for a second about a movie you did with John Woo called Broken Arrow.
Sure.
I'm a huge fan of that movie. It's incredibly
Me too.
fun, and I wondered if you would just talk about that experience, and if you were to be provided with that opportunity again to either work with John Woo or work on a big-budget, set-piece-driven action film, is that something you'd be interested in doing?
I think so, yeah. I had a great time working on that. Look, I mean, I grew up at a great time, you know, when like Raiders of the Lost Ark came out, and you know, I remember just being a 12-year-old kid and going to see that movie and just going, God, man, I'd love to do something like that someday. And I would, you know, pull John Woo aside and say, hey, man, would it be possible for me to be like dragged behind this truck, you know, today? And he didn't know what I was referring to, but he was like, yeah, sure, that sounds great. Yeah, so I got to definitely live out a lot of fantasies there.
That's so cool.
Yeah, it was fun. It was really fun. And of course, working with John Travolta was great. So, yeah, I'd love to do both of those things. Work with John Travolta again and participate in some kind of action type of thing, maybe with John Woo. That would be fun. Good question. Thank you. Oh, you picked the last, right?
Yeah,
okay. Right there.
Sure. Hi.
Hey.
Got a question for Rami. When you were putting your character together, when you're thinking about you've got a lot going on and you've got a lot of different layers. What, besides the pilot, what else did you use to sort of draw on this character? And what was this, you know, the motivation or whatever?
Well, I just wanted to be as informed as possible because I knew he was already complicated in the pilot. I'm like, what is this? You know, what layers are we going to peel from this guy and, you know, reveal there's going to be so much more. So let me get inside of what's going on in this kid's head. So I just did, I read as much as I could about certain, you know, illnesses, mental illnesses and anxiety and how, you know, the triggers of how these things begin in people. And I started seeing I almost thought about going to see a psychologist as Elliot.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I'm like, that would be so deceptive, right?
Yeah.
Could you imagine? And it would be, I mean, I don't know, that's a bit method, but.
No, that's
It
great.
would be cool, right?
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
I was getting my hair cut, and I was talking about the show to the guy that cuts my hair, and he said my wife's a psychologist. She runs this place here in Los Angeles. So I started talking to her and asking her a bunch of questions, and I started to have these daily conversations with her to the point where I really got to understand him through patients of hers. And then Sam Esmail, our executive producer, ended up hiring her on the show. So as accurate as the tech stuff is, he also, he wanted, Elliot's condition to be spot on as well. So I'm still figuring it out, but I just want, I had myself go to these places that I learned from books and from the psychologist.
Cool.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, right there. Yeah. Oh, okay.
Ask something else.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Sorry. I was real glad that you guys were renewed for season 2. My question,
That's true.
my question is, has there been a lot of pressure on the production, the producers of the show, from the corporate America to not have a season 2 and to kind of, yeah, I know it goes into the conspiracy theory concept of it.
Wow. I mean, I don't know.
I mean,
No, it's a great question. It's a totally legitimate question.
yeah, I mean, and I don't know about everyone monetarily benefits from having a season 2. So corporate America will it's in their best interest to have us doing a show, and
Yeah.
I mean, you paid for tickets, didn't you? Right? So if there's ever money involved, I don't think it's. I mean, inevitably it's threatening, but that's the goal, right?
Sure,
Money.
Sure. Yeah. Well.
No, not for us. I mean,
But I guess, yeah, I mean, like a show maybe like this can raise some level of awareness about corruption and corporate greed, and maybe that would be one of the reasons why they would want to try and quell it in some way. But this is when it comes down to, like, here's this show about a small organization having so much power over a huge conglomerate, and there's people like that are out there, like we saw with the Sony hack. I mean, that was just a small. I don't actually know what organization it was. I'm assuming that it was a small. It could just have been one guy at a keyboard, and if you have the power to control that keyboard and manipulate the system, maybe it's that one guy in that room that's more powerful than the conglomerates. What's that? Yeah. It was Rami preparing for the role. Yeah, exactly. Your turn? Yeah. Cool.
My question's for all three of you. Oh, sorry, did I?
No, you're good.
All good.
Yeah. All right. My question's for all three of you. As people of above average income, if you were given a hypothetical switch to flip for wealth redistribution, would you do it?
I've been waiting for this question.
Yeah, I know, right? I'm so glad you have. That's great.
Well, I will put it this way: the place we're in, we have the ability to affect some change because our voices are heard, and yes, we have the money to do so now. So in a way, it helps because we can tell the story we want to, and maybe that causes one of us to change things, all of us to change things, but we have a platform to do so. So I don't know that I would give up that platform because from this place, maybe we can do more than being an example from the other side.
Good answer.
Is that anything?
No, that's great. That was
all right.
Fantastic. I'm mesmerized. Yeah, that was beautiful. Okay.
Good answer, though. Good question. Very good question. Tough question.
Really good question. Yeah.
Jeez, take it easy, people.
Yeah. Whoa. Oh.
This one won't be as hard.
Okay.
Two quick things. First, if it's possible, I'd like to request if I could get your signature on this picture.
I'm like 16 in that photo.
For donation for Operation Smile.
Of course, yeah. Of course, yeah. Yeah.
That's one
Sure.
hot photo, Christian.
Yeah, look
Thank
at that.
you. Yeah, it's been around a while.
It's me and my dog, Winston.
Too much.
Oh, Winston.
Winston.
He was a good dog. Oh, well. All right. Okay, all right. Wait, let's move on.
Well, we heard a little bit that we're going to know
It's not my password, by the way, Winston. Yeah, right?
He was a good dog.
Yeah.
that we're going to know a little bit about more of the characters as we go through the season. And I was just wondering, Christian, if that includes your character, if we're going to learn a little bit more about you, or if you're going to remain a mystery.
I think it's, Sam Esmail really has it mapped out, and I think leaves a lot of like breadcrumbs along the way. And it's kind of one of those shows. It's definitely not like a multitasking show. You have to sort of pay attention, and there's I think little clues along the way as to who Mr. Robot is and what his real agenda is. And I think Sam handles it all very well and deftly. And by the time we got to filming the last episode of the season, I was thrilled with the direction that it went, and I couldn't have been happier. Sure. Fair? Is that good?
Yeah, great. Go ahead again, just because you have great questions.
Yes.
So does everybody. She's going to kill us.
All right. Also, Film Dispenser, we do a Mr. Robot podcast. Love the show. One of the things that we always talk about are we come up with these theories with every episode. Have you been following any of the fan theories and kind of to see, all right, this person's kind of on the money? My latest theory is that I think that Angela is a lot more involved than what we've been seeing so far. So yeah, your opinion on those?
Perfect.
I mean, she brought your character into All Safe. So yeah. So what are your opinion on some of those theories?
He's good.
Oh man. Yeah.
You know, I just was watching the episodes. I do miss things that I remember reading, 2 months ago when we shot that episode, and so I'm constantly, with you as an audience member going, wait, what is Sam not telling us?
Yeah.
So, I question everything as well from episode to episode. I don't ask him for a lot of the answers like the way I used to. When I first got the scripts, I was like, tell me what happens with this person, where am I going, who is this person? Now I just want to be surprised, because I think that's the world that we're all going to exist in, where you don't know necessarily someone's agenda.
Yeah, and that's the fun thing. It's like getting to be surprised.
Yeah.
Like we'll sit in the and do the read-throughs of the shows, and might have a few answers of things that are coming up, but there's other people in the room that don't know, and they're like, what?
Yeah.
No, oh my, So those are fun moments.
But it does feel like something's going on with Angela more than meets the eye, right? I wish I had more answers for you, but
Yeah.
we're all gonna find out together.
Yeah.
Who hasn't had? Let's do. Yeah,
The
have
red
you?
shirt, yeah.
Go for it.
Hey, so I'm one of the people who actually watched Breaking In.
Okay.
Christian.
Thank you.
And so I'm wondering.
You're the guy.
I'm the guy. Unfortunately, I don't have a Nielsen box.
Okay.
So let's say that Oz is Mr. Robot.
Okay.
What sort of psychological break happened to him to turn him into Mr. Robot? Turn him into that paranoid guy.
I think his show got canceled. Thank you.
That's great. At your expense. He's like, thank you. All right. What else? Who hasn't asked one? Well, I'll get back to you. Back there in the hat. That's you.
HQ, right? Is that, yes?
I Christian Slater.
Hello.
Me and my friend Monica. Hi, Monica. We're huge friends, and she just watched Bed of Roses the other night just to
Oh.
remind herself of it. And we loved you in Breaking Dawn, Rami.
All right.
I just wanted to know if you guys had a free day to walk around Comic-Con, like what kind of stuff do you guys geek out on? And I know you love Star Trek, and what else? That's it.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, this is heaven for me. This is my first time I've ever been to Comic-Con, actually, so I know. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, that's exactly how I feel. Welcome home. It's the greatest. We went and did a photo shoot yesterday, and it's just to get the opportunity to sit down and talk with people about things that I am equally as passionate about is just thrilling, you know, and this episode and that episode and oh my God, Benedict Cumberbatch, I love him, and you know, things like that, you know, where you can just bond with another person. It's fantastic. So yeah, no, this has been great. I can't wait to get out there and walk around. We're just trying to, yeah, figure out where to go and when to do that. But it's definitely coming.
It's fun.
Yeah, it's fun.
I've been watching you enjoy it. Like,
yeah. Well, I was just back here too, and I'm playing Battlefront, you know, the new Star Wars Battlefront. I mean, it's fantastic, first of all. You know, and I get the opportunity, you know, to send those photos to my jealous son right now. It's like, I just can't wait.
You would love it here.
Oh, no, he'd go crazy, and yeah, so that's definitely been one thing that we've been looking forward to playing together, so I'm very excited. It's good to have that preview.
Yeah.
Another question?
Go ahead. And you, go for it.
Bracelets, right? Yeah? Yeah?
Hey.
Hi.
Hi.
This is mostly for Christian because my 13-year-old self is totally freaking out right now. And I just wanted to ask you because you were...
We all have a little 13-year-old inside us.
Right.
I'm freaking out. Yeah, yeah.
And you were kind of the first person that I fangirled out about. So I was wondering how, say in the last 20 years or so, that has changed for you and in terms of how, you know, kind of Hollywood has changed and this whole kind of nerd culture and everybody obsessing over social media.
Yeah.
How do you feel now versus then?
Wow. Yeah, great question. It's definitely, yeah, it's changed. I mean, things have grown so exponentially. It's incredible. I mean, one movie I did, Pump Up the Volume, you know, I was thank you. You know, we were talking about that, and you know, I guess there's similarities. You know, that was an anarchist type character, and you know, the technology that we had available at that particular time, you know, for me to carry the message was a ham radio. You know, it was like sort of the first podcast type situation, and now things have just grown in such a phenomenal and amazing way, and it's great. It's exciting and fun to be a part of, but also, you know, very dangerous, and you have to be very careful and you know, certainly keep an eye on like who your kids are talking to and pay attention to that sort of stuff. So as wonderful as it is, you know, it's definitely something I think I still need to learn a great deal about, and yeah, we all need to be careful and aware, because there is so much exposure, and we have to be very cautious about the messages that we're putting out there and things that we're saying, and you know, people see it now, and it gets captured forever. So
see everything.
Yeah, they see everything. So I'm just, you know, to the best of my ability, you know, my life is pretty streamlined, and I love it right now. It's fantastic, and just very happy. And I guess the only opinion that really much matters to me nowadays is probably my wife's and my kids. That's it. Those are the three. Yeah.
That's a great answer.
Thanks, dude.
Hey, guys.
Hi.
First of all, I just want to say there's a whole lot of sexy going on up there. You included.
Thank you. Carry on.
Secondly, I think one of the great things about Elliot is he's a character that all of us can identify with. Our anxieties, our social anxieties, everything that we go through. the other great thing I love about the show is breaking the fourth wall. Like, I think it was in the second, I haven't seen the third episode yet because I've been down here, but the second episode you're like, you thought I forgot about you.
Yeah.
And I love that. That is just one of the most awesome things. Thirdly, it's got a real Fight Club feel to it, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And this is one of the things, the parallels that I've been looking at between that and The Matrix on a little lesser level. So how do you feel and how do you kind of process getting into Elliot's head, not just from the psychological level, but from the drug addict level? Because that can be really heavy. That can be a really dark space that you have to go into. So how do you pull yourself out of that after you've delved so deep into it?
That's tough. It's not easy for me because I like to go to those dark places. I just get drawn to it. Once I invest like that, I started thinking about Elliot and how, it's like you said, how relatable he is. He's lonely, he's sad about the world that he lives in. Maybe he thinks he can change it, but he's also grieving for the, loss of someone he really cared about, his best friend. And he's numbing himself with morphine. And so I always thought about, is he a drug addict? Is he a junkie? How do I pull myself out of it? Me as an actor?
I'm there. I tried.
Huh? I'm surrounded by really good, fun people at work that, in between takes, I can't wallow and be this guy, this sad guy. So I'm just jumping around, hopping around, telling jokes and poking fun at everything.
Aw.
It's intense.
And he is phenomenally committed. I mean, that's the other thing, too. I mean, he is so professional. It's really an amazing thing to watch. I love it.
I really do take longer showers. I'm not kidding. I'm like scrubbing him off of me a little bit.
Yeah.
And it helps. It's therapeutic, but I'm like, okay, you're spending way too much time in here, man.
Wow. That's great.
Yeah.
Guys,
Yeah, that's great.
I hate to be this guy.
No, it's so much fun.
Oh, man, this is great.
Thanks, making it easy on me. I can't say how wonderful it is to have you gentlemen here. Thank you very much.
Thanks.
This was my favorite thing so far.
Yeah,
Thank you
it's
for
the best.
having us.
Thank you so much.
Mr. Robot, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you for watching the show.
Thank you. Thank you very much.